Welcome to another episode of being 16 playing video games. Today we'll be playing the 4th episode in my The Roottrees Are Dead series. I didn't even realize that the girl with the blazer, no, the girl without the blazer has a wedding ring on. In the last episode, we uncovered a couple, a bunch of people, and now we need 4 characters to start unlocking whether or not we're good. Yeah, the married one. That's so cool. Details are so cool. He balded in the middle, so that swoop makes sense for him. And the beard too, right? He's always had that beard. So maybe this one is this one. Look at those sideburns. Who could this one be? Hold on, I need to look at that original Vicky. This one. She's pregnant and she's with him. So they're whole other people. So it has to be the one with like heck of hair. And then but maybe she's pregnant, she's not with hubby in the pic, you know? Right? Because they're both redheads. Mom's red. Right. One of them had twins, but I don't remember who. It's probably him. No. One of them have twins. But they look young in that picture. And in that picture, we have these two. But who are they? Who are they? They look... I need to look at the picture again. Oh my god, the names are right there. Bonnie, Guy, Caroline, Gwyneth, Gwendolyn, Miracle, Clark, Carl. Okay, so Gwendolyn and Gwyneth M. I need to go look it up. Gwendolyn Morden. Where the fuck? There we go. Then this is her, and then this is her. And then she said she didn't like her brother-in-law because he was a doctor. And I need to look up the history. There you go. By her sister Gwendolyn and cousin Bonnie gave up their dreams. She especially dislikes her brother-in-law, Dr. Wilson. Oh my god, I could probably look up him because he's a doctor. There's so many Wilsons. It's all them. Ah! Yeah, it's all them. Yeah. I'm gonna look that up. Dr. Wilson. Bruh. Hey! Why did I do that again? Dr. Stephen Wilson is a pediatrician who practices north of Pittsburgh. Although there are a lot of Stephen Wilsons and Dr. Wilsons, systems apparently found a way to gain the search results as he pops up to the top every time. Stephen. Sugma. Okay. His website claims that he is a pediatrician to the stars. The only evidence for this is that he apparently was a doctor to the Roottrees sisters. There's a picture of him on his website as well as a picture of his 3 children. The 3 of them look as though the photographer was holding them hostage. Regardless, the photos have been added to your evidence. There's also a quote that although credit to his child Jason, you suspect might not have been written by a 10-year-old. My dad is the best dad in the entire world, and he treats every patient with world-class care. He will treat your children like he would me, my big brother, or my sister. Jason 10. Okay. Oh, baddie o'clock. What the hell? Steven. And I'm guessing Jason is the youngest. Student. And then the boy was graduating. Right? And Jason looked the youngest. And maybe she's a little older. Mayhaps. Ow. My dad's the best dad. My big brother or my sister. This picture has a date on it. It seemed like it was taken 2 years ago. Yeah, K through 12, and he's a college student now. 2 years ago. Yep, that seems fair. Gem. Wilson. Come on. I have 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need to get her occupation and her occupation. There's no way she's a housewife, right? No, because, yeah, she can't be a housewife. Or she could, but, like, I mean, like, she's the first one to break out of being a housewife. Like, all these other girls. Oh my gosh. Who did I get? All right, because I have to get 4 now. Jeez. Okay. All right, I have to get her occupation. Bruh, so if she didn't break out, she just ended up being a housewife. Fuck! That would have been so much easier. Maybe if Guy Hudson should have something. Fancy Flavors was an addition to the 5-piece product line for less than a year in 1979. It was Guy Hudson's first and historically most cited move as president of Roottrees. In an attempt to cater more towards what he thought the average person wanted, Guy looked at his own wealth, which was often a source of envy for others, and decided to tap into the idea that if they added fancy flavors to 5 pieces, anyone could live like the wealthy. The philosophy led to a flavor in 5 pieces that was meant to mimic caviar. 5 pieces sold less than a year that year than it had any other year, except in some foreign markets. It was very quickly announced that caviar was meant to be a limited flavor and would go back to normal as soon as possible. That's funny. Although the Butler County Times does not archive their obituaries, they did a front page story in 1982 about Guy Hudson and his wife, Patricia, dying in a car accident. Both of them died? Oh, that sucks. So they probably have the mom's name. No? They probably took the Roottrees name. Wait. These motherfuckers are named the fuck. These two. Some way, somehow. I could Google those names. Right, I could be Googling all the names. Okay. Um, the story itself is surprisingly light on relevant details due to the recency of the accident. Police reported that the crash was caused by an unidentified driver who swerved in front of the Hudson's cars, causing them to brake hard and veer off the interstate. Although Guy was a somewhat controversial president, foul play is not suspected. There were witnesses who reported that the vehicle which instigated the wreck was speeding, swerving between lanes, and cutting other drivers off as well for at least 5 or 6 minutes before the tragic accident. One witness says it could have been any one of us who they eventually ran off the road. The aggressor fled after the accident, and police have few leads other than make and model. Guy had been president of the Roottrees company for only 4 years. Through an undoubtedly volatile period in the company's history, he and his wife had no children. Okay, kill him. That was Jones. I was reading it wrong. Let me change the picture. He's second. He must be the third. Yeah. I have 2. They're twins. They're the twins. That's too old. Like, these kids are younger than that magazine. So. Yeah, so we're at the end of the game, basically. I just have not unlocked shit, basically. Yeah. I know those 2 are right. Have to be. 3? I just need a 4th one. 2. R Productions. He directed episodes of... Okay. No. Hold on. Salt? No. Ooh, yeah. So then that means you're you, and you are Robert. And I don't know what you do. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, name. Bethany. Bethany Kellogg is mentioned very briefly in an article about a local high school science fair from March of this year, about 9 months ago. Apparently, she did an experiment involving sunscreen and ultraviolet light. The article says she was inspired by her mother Bonnie's fair skin. The article does not have any pictures or additional information. Bethany, daughter of Bonnie. Bless you. Yeah. Kellogg. Probably David the Third. And they had fucking Kellogg the Fourth. And then Bethany, but no picture. When she's in high school. So she is a student K through 12. No, that neither of them are her. Bonnie Hudson. I think I've already done this. Although the Butler County page does not archive. Okay, we already did that. We already did this. Guys Like Us, Christmas Mission. The title is a play on words, as it can be read that the two women are men similar to other men, or that the men are fond of them. Guys Like Us. Guys Like Us. Harrison Lane. Harrison Lane married his high school sweetheart after they reunited at a movie premiere. No connection though. The movie was marketed as an incredible true story, but no records of the events happening has ever been found. That's funny. Once again, I am um bathroom good pull up. What about that fucking news? It'd be fun if they like refreshed it every 45 on the hour. Film school. Oh my god. So obvious. I just can't pay attention. No. Not an actor. No. Mm. The pictures are behind them. Okay. I think like most of them don't have any dots left on them except for that paper, so The Roottrees sisters and their parents died in a plane crash December 6, 1998. The next evening, a shadowy figure appeared at my door. The quick test to figure out notable Roottrees. After some time, they returned with new resources, a photo of Carl's generation. After time, they returned with photo of Carl's generation, mid 1970s. Instead of returning, the person who hired you called you on the phone. They claimed that they were Roottrie. The next time they returned, they gave you a partial explanation. They hired you to help verify their personal account of the family's history. All that's left to do is finish the family tree and find what's in the locked space. Dang. I'm lost. Could be either or. And this one could be Christina. Or that one could be Tessa and this one could be Christina. That doesn't make sense. Why would she be named Tessa-in-law? Right. So she should be Christina and this one should be Tessa. I have one. Dude, I need 3 more. That's gonna be hard. Bruh. I don't know. Can't hear me. That's too broad. I need to find that Super Bowl thing. Because he made it. Yeah, I'm gonna need a minute. look them up. Brian Jones is a famous athlete who broke a pole vaulting record in 1954. If you're looking for a different Brian Jones, you may need to search. Okay. There are many advertisements over the years, as well as a small article from 1995 about Jones graphic print. The article was a piece about Brian Jones taking over his father's print company. After 20 years, Brian seems to not have let it go to waste as a marketing opportunity during an interview portion. I've been in and out of the shop my whole life. My father taught me everything there is to know when it comes to getting the job done right and getting it done quick. We've been a printing staple of Butler County for years, and even the Butler County Times uses us for their coupon pages a few times a year. Thanks, by the way, he laughs. But still, whether you're a new client or one of our regulars, nothing will change. Come on down for the best prices on bulk printing anywhere in the state of Pennsylvania. Or search for us online. I designed the website myself. Jones Graphic and Print is a company that, according to its website, has existed in Butler County for some time. The website seems fancy. It even has frames. The website lists the address, hours, and a few examples of clients, and the type of work that was done for each. Mailers, Roottrees Candy Company, various banners and posters, Butler County, holiday light banners, light post banners, Miracle Network, tour flyers, Roottrees Motors, coupon flyers, Butler County School District, various banners and posters, Butler Summer Theater, posters and set contributions for Children of Eden. At the bottom it says we also do web design. Come in to get a quote today. Wait. There's an ad for Roottrees Motors in the paper. It seems Roottrees Motors used to be called Wilkins Motors, as an ad for Roottrees Motors has run every week's Butler's County Times for many years, but recently has been changed to include a picture. 3 different unique versions of the ad have been added to your device. Wilkins. Ooh. Wilkins Motors is now Roottrees Motors. We may have a new name, but we promise we're still the same family business. All that matters, all that's different is we've joined a sweeter family. That's so sweet. Funny noises, need new oil. Come on down, we'll fix her up. Roottrees Motors, your local family mechanic servicing the entire Pittsburgh area. Funny noises, need new oil. Come on down, we'll fix her up. Roottrees Motors, your local family mechanics for 50 years. Funny noises, need new oil. Tessa Roottrees, our newest fixer. Learned all there is to know about cars from her Roottrees Motor parents. We have 1, 2. Need 2 more. Give me a minute. Boom. Okay. Well, we're starting over. Looking up every sister. Maybe? She could pop up here. What about her husband? Thomas Sheridan. Even on the cover of tabloids for drugs. Okay. I forgot his name. Tommy Mark. And this is the old one, so no. Times marches onward as a soap opera. It was the first credited role for blah blah blah, who was only 7 years old and still being credited as TS at the time. According to your search, the show has been on the air for 22 years and is set to focus on three large families that own different ranches in the same town in Texas. TMS appeared as Carson in 53 episodes before his character went away to camp. A few episodes later, his parents learned of his offspring's death in a terrible whitewater rafting accident. After 6 years absence, Carson returned, now with partial amnesia. He recalled that though he was saved from the river, the couple who found him were evil drug runners. They smuggled him across the Mexican border and sold him into child labor. After he managed to escape, he couldn't remember who he was. He eventually found his way home by following the address that his parents had written on the tag of his jacket. During the second run, Carson was played by an actor other than Tommy Mark, blah, blah, blah. The discrepancy was explained by covering his face in bandages and claiming that his work in the silver mines left him permanently disfigured and caused his voice to sound completely different. After plastic surgery operation that happened amidst a hostage situation at the local hospital, the bandages were removed and the new actor played Carson for an additional 3 years, appearing in over 500 episodes. He was then killed permanently this time while saving his younger sister from drowning in a whitewater raft accident that happened at the same river where his initial accident took place. Fascinating as all this is, none of this seem related to the sisters. Oh my gosh. Need another minute. Jesus Christ. Hold on, hold on. God damn it. Oh my god. The district. Damn it. From a theater? Yeah. Well. Damn it. Trinity begins a musical with songs by blah blah blah. A game designer by the name of Jeremy Johnson really liked it. Realized it could kind of fit timeline wise with the game he was making, and decided to use it instead of something fake as kind of an Easter egg. You don't need to check it out, but if you do, I like the songs. The hardest part of Love and Lost in the Wilderness. Obviously, if you haven't already, you should hit the back button to go back to Jones and Graphic. And instead of searching for Children of Eden, you should probably search for whoever was performing it. My little Easter egg. That's so awesome. Now I need to look this up here. That doesn't make sense. How do I find who played him? Wait. No. Maybe like that? Butler Summer Theater has been around for at least 30 years. They perform plays and musicals with cast and crew from in and around Butler County. There are hundreds of mentions of their performances, not just in reviews, but in many nearly identical advertisements for their box office tickets, and as well as yearly announcements of upcoming shows and seasons. They also tend to take out a full-page ad at the end of every season that says thank you and lists the names of the shows they performed and no additional information. As of this year, however, it mentions they have a website. The Butler Summer Theater performs plays and musicals during the summer makes sense. As it is not summer currently, their website has a thank you message. Thank you for coming to our 1998 season. Such a success for making. Stay tuned for announcements about performances in 1999. This website lists the credits of a musical, which seems to be the final show they performed last season. There's a cast list, but none of the names seem relevant. Below the cast, it lists the crew and two things stand out. Posters and additional set design elements by Jones and Graphic Print and a choreography by November Studios. OMG. She is a dancer. She is a fucking dancer. A local dance school, they advertised lessons for ballet and jazz classes. There's hardly any other information available. What if I... How do I find who played this? I found these two. I found these. I found these. I found these. Baby. I don't know. I need a minute to think a little more. I don't know, but now we're just looking at names and trying to make it make sense a little. To trying to make it make sense.
Yippity bop 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 bop.
That is really scary. So nasty.
I see you looking in like me or something.
Well, now I'm just looking at names because I really don't know. Garcia, Monroe. Who the fuck are these? These are the names left. Catral, which means mom and daughter. None of this makes sense. Unless she's not April. Or I don't know. I don't know still. Sorry, I don't know still. I'm still super lost, but I don't know if I've looked this up. That's funny. Maybe it's in. Fuck it. We're cheating now. Teen Bus is a magazine aimed at teenage girls. Their website has a news section that offers condolences for the loss of the Roottrees sisters. Their fashion line was often covered by a magazine, and Raina Roottrees first appeared on the cover on her 16th birthday. Raina was on the cover of Teen Blast when she was 16 and did an interview. You had to cover an article to your evidence. Brother Trouble, new gossip. Also, how to know if he's interested and when a trip to see a movie. The kind of girl is serious about her inspirations and aspirations. Brother Trouble. Mm, 38 times. Boring. One important thing that I learned from an early age is that dreams are not outside of our grasp. My grandpa was a college professor who taught lectures about history. He always told me that history was full of people from famous families who wasted their fame and fortune by taking it for granted. Instead, he told me I should go out, use my name to accomplish something. I think he may have practiced that lecture a lot because I have other people in my family that have also made the name famous, besides Candy. Grandma Laura. Wait, where are you? I know that's right. Oh. April Quaritch. What the fuck? Hmm. They seem to be mentioned less, so maybe there's more. Hmm. 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 Obituary. We've done this before. Right. Because he was president. Duh. Guy Hudson, along with his twin sister, are no strangers to the public when it comes to Roottrees snacks. They both appeared in a company advertisement as children during the Boys and Girls Degree era. Now, Guy's taking over the Roottrees company at the end of the year. Who would have known that one of those two adorable redheads? Guy credits his mother and father, Angie and Christopher, with providing his fiery dew, arguing over everything but chocolate would grow to take over the whole company. Guy's uncle and current president, Zachariah, has decided to take an early retirement to focus on traveling the world with his wife. Zach was quoted as saying, "Now that our daughters have started families of their own, Clara and I..." Plan to reflect on a life. Yay! Okay, we got the daughters. Claire and I plan to reflect on a life well lived. The guy is new to the business world, but he's family. We at Roottree have faith in his innovative ideas, and he's eager to share them with the world. We like to think that boys and girls agree that he's ready to succeed. You find a site that's successful ad campaigns. One of the ads listed is from the late 50s. Boys and Girls Agree. It is a series of television and magazine ads of Roottrees chocolate bars. The ad campaign is described as having the premise that boys and girls are often diametrically opposed, except when it comes to one thing. Both of them agreed that Roottrees is their favorite. The first advertisement in the series was the most memorable due to the bright red hair of the boy and girl involved. One of the magazine advertisement has been added to your evidence. Hold on. Got Milk is a series of advertisement for milk funded by dairy farms that features celebrities with milk mustaches. The Roottrees sisters did an ad that used a modified version of the photo you have in your inventory. The ad mentions they are models on magazine covers and are also associated with the Roottrees Candy Company. Boring. Him. Married to a guy. Girl. Where I have her name. Aw, they had a 2-year-old named Candy. Well, yeah, we already know, but I guess that's how we were meant about supposed to know. God damn it. I don't know. I think we have 3 girl names, Sam, and Louisa, and Joanne. Wait, let me look up Joanne Monroe. April Joanne. Oh, that doesn't make sense. Who had a kid? That doesn't make any sense. Because there's a mom. There's 2 with the same last name. None of this makes sense. What are you? Who are you? What the hell? Also, if these pictures never clicked, that means they're the opposite. So he was full of hair. He had the fucked up haircut. Because it hasn't matched. And I've matched a bunch of people. Yeah. I think I'm right now. You find a simple page called The Art of Rap-Parody, copyright 1997, on Prodigy that lists the author's email address as this. Below a bunch of GIFs that say, under construction, there are a few art pieces. The first is a painting caption, me and my fiance, Lulu, a painting I did for my first year of college that I plan to give her when we get married in May. Go Tartans. There's an odd collage called Cousins, which seems to be made up of 3 scrambled images. The accompanying artist statement says, we had to create a piece of art about our family, as many of my extended family of cousins for their pictures as they could, even some I've never met. Only a few of them got back to me, and my teacher said I wasn't allowed to use pictures of Raina, Riley, or Rose, so I had to get creative and use only my 3rd cousins. These include Davy, he swims for Yukon, and Bethany's yearbook picture. She's Davy's younger sister, and Stephanie, who is an only child. Chris's artwork has been added to your evidence, but the cousins' photo will need to be unscrambled before you can use them. You've downloaded a new application to edit the photos. Lulu and an only child. Okay, so Bethany's younger. I had that right. Stephanie. Ooh. Control. Sam. Sam is the guy named Doy. Dodoy. It can also be a guy name. Oh, PC application. And I got a different one now. Oh, that's such a cute picture. Oh, wait. Artist? Wait. No. I put artist and that didn't work. Okay, so I'm gonna put artist, keep it. So we have 1, we have 2, and we have 3. I need a 4th one. In case someone isn't it. We're gonna do it. Oh my god. So not Chris. Oh my god. One more. Oh my, one more. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh wow. She's not an artist. Oh my gosh. I still don't know what the fuck he does. Oh, and I don't know what their wives' names are. I'm logging a random one. Joanne and April. Damn. God damn it, I'm fucking myself over. I don't know how to fucking do this. Okay. Shush, 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 shush. Mm. Mm. Oh, oh my god, this is fucking bullshit. There we go. Oh my god. Finally. Glasses. Let's say she's a student. Let's say you're older, so let's say you're a college student. So I have 1, 2. All that's left is actor brother. So I need a little minute. Okay. I think I'm right about her. No, let me go back. That means I got the wives wrong.
To my genealogy genie. If you're reading this, it means you've locked in 49 blood relatives. Congratulations! I knew you could do it. There are 2 more entries on the family tree I'd like you to consider. These last 2 are optional. You can summon me whenever you wish. However, this will end your search and reveal the truth. So make sure you're ready.
I just put those in there to see if it works, so clearly this is April and you're Joanne. Oh my god, we did it. Oh, where was it? It's Miller. I don't remember where exactly, but I know Lauren wrote about it. Okay, so it has to be the first book. John Miller? I'm gonna assume it's John Miller. Because I remember reading the last name Miller. But I want to be 100 on it. Okay. Let me go back to the new one. Where's it at? Oh, yeah. They told us to stay away from the farm. I suspect that's what Sam had to grow up with him and his roommate, Mr. Miller. There we go. That's all the confirmation I needed. I'm ready. Oh my god, I completed the tree. Ooh, yeah.
So, you thought EC was Edward Clancy Roottree, and his partner was John Miller? That's exactly what I needed to hear. I'm Sam Madsen, though you know me as Samantha Roottrees. Yup, I got old. The only picture you have of me is from 40 years ago. My book tells the truth about Elias, the 5 Pieces, and my parents. Not my biological parents, Elias Jr. and Patsy. My fathers, Edward Clancy Roottrees and John Miller. By now, you've either read Lauren's diaries, or you're just an incredible guesser. Lauren was right. I hated the 5 Pieces. She just didn't know my full reasoning. My father, Edward Clancy, was a great man. But his identical twin Clancy and his father, Elias, were not. At age 16, my father was caught kissing a farmhand. Back then, they wouldn't even acknowledge gay people existed. Having one in the family was unthinkable. The same year, I was born. A bastard granddaughter. 2 stains on Elias's perfect family. He decided to fix both. They tried to erase Edward Clancy. They even removed his 5 Pieces flavor. His name was deemed a dirty word. He became EC. We were sent to the farm, and the 5 Pieces did their best to keep the next generation away, to isolate me from family. But Elias couldn't erase us from existence. Laura never realized I was the little girl from her diary. Who could blame me for being so confused that day? Her father was an exact copy of mine, except without the beard. And while the 5 Pieces celebrated a new factory, farmhands did the real work. It's a fluke there's a picture of my father at all, but there he is in the background. The 6th 5 Piece. Patsy returned, and things got complicated for Elias. She fought for my freedom from a life she deemed unworthy. Elias relented, so long as I never learned the truth or receive inheritance. They knew I'd help my father. At Elias's will reading, I learned part of the truth. The rest I learned at home. I began to hate the 5 Pieces.
No wonder the 5 Pieces weren't surprised when they said something about her. Oh, wow.
My father made me stay silent. He was worried history would repeat, and that his grandchildren would become outcasts. His fears weren't unfounded. As you know, my son Ernie died a few years ago. He had trained to take over as president. But due to family politics, or perhaps hubris, it went to Guy, a real Roottrie. He nearly ruined the company. When Ernie took over, he saved the operation. Over 13 years, he made the family billions. Ernie earned about $36.
Because he's not blood.
They got by on Debbie's salary, but when he fell ill, he couldn't pay his medical bills. His death was my tipping point. Originally, my book was meant to expose Elias's hypocrisy, until I started to look into the other dirty laundry. Ron tried to have Robbie removed from the trust, but couldn't. Robbie was a blood relative, even out of wedlock. That sounded familiar. The Clancid Trust that Elias established was designed to secure his family's future. His entire family's future. He couldn't write exceptions in without the whole thing falling apart. My book can definitively prove that Elias was not the paragon of virtue he's heralded as, and that my daughter and granddaughters are just as much family, at least in the eyes of the trust, as anyone else. The Clancid Trust will secure their future. They can decide what to do with their shares. But I'm old, and I'm not in it for the money. The truth has been eating away at me for years, but now I can set the record straight, thanks to you. As someone who enjoys searching for the truth, you might understand the power it has. Whitewashing the past to protect the status quo can lead to repercussions in the present and future. So thank you. You knocked it out of the park. With your expert work, the truth will come to light. And when it does, my share of the Clancid Trust is yours. Like I said at the beginning, set for life.
Whoa! I'm getting all that money? She's awesome.
Looking at the family tree on your wall, now with my father's, everything finally feels complete. Unless a whole lot more Roottrees somehow appear from thin air, this is the last time I'll come knocking. Thanks again, and so long.
Oh my god. Yay! Ooh. Roottreemania is now unlocked as a new game. This was so fucking fun. I'm a secret Roottrie. Oh shoot, I did not mean to continue. But this is so fun. Wow. Oof. I got it right. Oh my god, I got it right. Oh, that's so awesome. No hints. A little. That's exciting. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play Roottreemania next. But that's it for this episode. Thank you. And bye-bye.
For those of you just joining us, the Roottrees are dead.